Hello, my dear viewers. Assalamu alaikum. Have a good day. This is Nawab Ali Rao, Assistant Professor of Education, Government Degree College, Koisar, Hyderabad. In continuation to Sindh College Lectures Series, this is my second lecture on the topic types of education that is included in the syllabus of education subject class intermediate humanities group. Dear viewers, please keep watching. The topic is very interesting and equally important for the students and viewers as well. It will enrich your knowledge. In the words of John Dewey, an American psychologist, reformist, and educationist, education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. Before elaborating the topic that is types of education, let's have a quick look on the learning objectives. At the end of this lesson, the students will be able to know the types or kinds or agencies of education. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to learn about formal, informal, and non formal education. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to discuss the characteristics of each type of education. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to comprehend the concepts thoroughly and differentiate them properly. As disclosed earlier, the topic of the today is types of education. Education can be defined as the process of acquiring or systematic distribution of knowledge in school, college, or university. Today, I am going to familiarize you with the types or kinds or agencies of education. Education is not restricted or confined to the four walls of the classroom. Children enhance their knowledge from their experience outside the classroom. Educationists have categorized education into three main types, that are formal, informal, and non formal. The first type of education we are going to talk in detail is formal education. This type of education is consciously planned and imparted in institutions. This involves a teacher and taught and is also known as academic education. Now, the characteristics of formal education. It's planned, organized, and hierarchical. The learner is aware of the learning. Education is given through special agencies, for example, school, college, or university. Every subject taught has got a syllabus. The syllabus needs to be completed within a certain time span. Second type of education is informal. Informal education is when you are not studying in a school or do not use any particular learning method. In this type of education, conscious efforts are not involved. It is neither pre planned nor deliberate. It may be learned at some marketplace, hotel, at home, or anywhere. This sort of education is said and believed to be informal education. The characteristics of informal education are: an individual is not always conscious of his learning. A child learns many things: habits, attitudes, skills, ways of thought, and behavior. It is not pre planned and has no timetable. No fees are required. Therefore, learned through experiences. It is independent of boundary walls. It has no definite syllabus. It is a lifelong process in a natural way. You can get from any source, such as media, it can be print media or electronic media, circulars, pamphlets, leaflets, life experiences, friends, family, etc. etc. The next, third type of education is non formal education. There are several other names which are also fall in the category of non-formal education. Sometimes we call it distance education or off campus. When education is not imparted regularly or off and on or beyond the classrooms is called off campus education, or continuing or virtual or online education fall in this category, that is non-formal education. Non-formal education includes basic education, adult literacy education, or school equivalency preparation. Someone who is not in school can learn literacy or other basic skills or job skills. Home education, individualized instruction such as programmed learning, distance learning, and computer assisted learning instructions or other possibilities. Characteristics of non-formal education are: non-formal education is imparted consciously and deliberately and systematically implemented. It should be organized for a homogeneous group. Non-formal education should be programmed to serve the needs of identified group. This will necessitate flexibility in the design of curriculum and scheme of evaluation. Non-formal education is planned and takes place apart from the school system. The timetable and syllabus can be adjustable. Unlike theoretical formal education, it is practical and vocational education. Non-formal education has no age limit as far as foreign countries are concerned. Fees or certificates may or may not be necessary. It may be full-time or part-time learning, and one can earn and learn together. It involves learning of professional skills. Summary of the lesson: as we discussed types of education, there are three types of education: formal, informal, and non formal. Formal education is usually imparted, is given in the classroom, in the boundaries, in the school, college, university, or any institution in which teacher and taught are involved, and every stakeholder is aware of his activities. There is a time bound syllabus also. Informal education can be sought at anywhere. There is no definite place, there is no classroom or a restricted place needed. One can learn either it at a restaurant, at hotel, at from print media, electronic media, from an elderly person, from society. So there are a lot of ways and means of acquiring informal education, and there is learner is not aware of his learning. Non-formal education is a kind of distance education, or nowadays we are just imparting education, that is virtual or online education, that also fall in the category of non-formal education. So these are three types or kinds or agencies of education we have just gone through. At the end of the lecture, references are given there, and Dear students and viewers, please watch this video. Feel free to ask if you have any question or query. Don't forget to place your feedback, please. Thank you.